All right. If you haven't already, if you'll please make sure to sign into the chat with your name and organization so we can have a record of you being here with us today. And we'll go ahead and get started with our updates. So if anybody has anything they want to share from their organization, activities, events, something new going on with your organization, or if you just want to quickly share about your organization, please go ahead and do that now.
Hey, Julian, I'm going to jump in. This is Casey Caudell with the Mental Health Association of East Tennessee, and it's in the agenda. Thank you for putting it there. We are actually partnering with the Tennessee Commission on Children and Youth. So Jill Stott, I don't know if she's on here today or not, but we're going to be offering some trainings, just a Lunch and Learn series every Tuesday in February from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. And they are on Zoom. It's virtual. They're free. And they're all on mental health topics. They honestly are geared a little bit more towards like people who work with or live with children and youth, but it's something that I think everybody could benefit from, in my opinion, right? If you have any questions, you can just send me an email. They were approved, each training, each webinar were approved for 1 CEU each, right? And so if you're looking for CEUs, this is a free and kind of fun way to get them. So if you have any questions, just let me know. But that flyer is also in the agenda. Thanks.
Thanks, Casey. Anybody else have anything they want to share?
Jillian, yes. This is Judy McCook. I was going to post something in the chat just to find out if folks use that resource. Would that be okay for me to do?
Yes, absolutely.
That'd be great. Thank you.
I'll go next. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year's to all of you. Great to see all of you back. And I just want to let you all know that I am going to be providing a common sense parenting class in Spanish starting on January 9th. You can go to Eventbrite to sign up for that class. Anyone that has like Spanish clients that may be in need of a parenting class can sign up for that if they're Spanish speaking. Also, Statewide Family Support Network is trying to just impact this community, especially Carter County, Unicoi, and Johnson County, because we are serving all those counties and don't have any clients yet for those counties. So what we need is referrals for children that have special needs or they have any type of disability and they may need help with an IEP or a 504. We can provide that assistance. And just to help parents advocate for their children that may have some mental health issues, we can help them do that. Also, we can help them with DCS and the juvenile court. So if you have any clients that may benefit from any of those services, I have put all of my information in the chat and what we do as well. And I'll send Jillian the flyer for the class so she can share it with everybody. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else have an event or activity or program they want to share about?
Hello, I'm Terry Rogers, outreach worker for Volunteers of America. We help low-income veterans and their families, and we're in need of some referrals. If anyone knows a veteran that may need our services, please give us a call. I posted my number on the chat, but our office number is 423-461-0044. And we can do some of the initial screening and stuff on the phone, or we go to them. We serve 8 counties around and whatever it takes. Thank you.
This is Rebecca with Ballad Health Strong Starts program. I'm a community health navigator. We have a new family playtime event that I'm going to put that in the chat as well through Eventbrite. They have a program where families can come in and connect, hear from guest speakers, engage in activities that you can do at home with your child. It's going to focus on creating a strong bond between the parent and the child while engaging them in fun activities. They'll have opportunities to ask open-ended questions and just allow children to explore and play. That's going to be Johnson City Med Center has theirs on January 24th at the Niswonger conference room. And there's also one for Abingdon as well. So not only for just the Upper East Tennessee, but also Southwest Virginia as well. But I'll put that in the link as well. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. This is Brittany Bowles from the Strong Accountable Care community. And I just wanted to put a quick plug in for the Unite Us Coordinated Care Network platform. I know some of you are currently using Unite Us, and so we're super excited about that. We do have a Unite Us user group meeting coming up on January 26th. Where it's just 1 hour, it's virtual, where if you are currently using the Unite Us platform, it's just basically user support. And they always go over topics, specific topics each month. So that is January 26th, and I'll put the registration link in the chat. If you're currently not on Unite Us and you're interested in learning more, I put my email in the chat, but just feel free to reach out to me. Again, it is a coordinated care referral network. It's been in the region, it's been live in our region in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia for about a year and a half now. We're still building out the program. But if you're looking for referrals, it's a great place to join on to that platform. So just let me know. Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Gabby Smith with the Community Coalition Against Human Trafficking. I've got 3 quick things. One, it's Human Trafficking Awareness Month. So if your agency is interested in receiving a training specific to that, just reach out to me through email and I'd be happy to set that up. 2, we've got an adult multidisciplinary group starting this month on January 26th. It's going to be at ETSU. There's going to be a light lunch provided, and this is going to be the start of a new work group. We have a running work group for youth victims of human trafficking, but this one's going to be specific to adults. So if you're interested, shoot me an email. And then 3, we're doing some work. I've got a group in Carter County and a group in Washington County right now with working with vulnerable women, kind of just doing a half support group, half I guess like informational session really to talk about domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking, and just to kind of bring some awareness to help these vulnerable women identify or self-identify if they're going through that and get them some services. So if you're interested in any of that, please shoot me an email. I'll put my information in the box. Thank you.
Hey guys, I am Brittany Peeler. I am with the new Johnson City Recovery Center in Johnson City. We just had our first full day Tuesday of this week, so we are now up and running. We are a recovery community center, a safe hub. People in recovery can come hang out, grab a cup of coffee. I put all this in the chat, but meet with your sponsor, do step work. We hold meetings 3 times a day. Well, that's the goal. We have several going on throughout the week now, but we're hoping to add more. So we have NA, AA, Celebrate Recovery, Smart Recovery, CODA meetings, domestic violence support groups, all kinds of different meetings throughout the week. And we do have a sober Super Bowl party coming up. That is February the 12th from 5 to 10:30. We'll have pizza and just be hanging out.
Thanks, everybody. So much exciting stuff going on. Anybody else have anything they want to share before we move into our speakers?
Hey, Jillian, I have something. So a lot of the health councils in the Northeast region have been helping out in a project put on by UT Knoxville College of Nursing and Tennessee Department of Health. They're doing a community immunization project. I'm putting a link in the chat to complete a brief survey. If you all have time to take part in that survey, it would really help us out a lot. And this is just gathering data on why immunization rates are going down in Tennessee, not specifically related to COVID, but all immunizations among children and adults. So if you have time to take that, it would help us out a lot. I appreciate it.
This is John over at Creekside. I just want to let people remind them that we're still the only PHP day hospitalization program in the area for adults and kids. Blue Care takes kids 11 and up. We're kind of mandated by insurance. And then we have adults. So partial hospitalization, everything we do inpatient in the crisis stabilization unit, we do on an outpatient basis, but the participants go home at night and have their weekends free. If anybody has any questions, I've got my information in the mailbox. Thank you.
So I will share just a couple things that I have on the agenda. If y'all know anybody who might be interested in a safe sitter class, we are offering 2 of those coming up. This is something that I'm pretty passionate about because we did a focus group with a lot of at-risk youth who said they were coming home and kind of raising siblings in the afternoons. And so that's why we started this program, just to kind of give them some support. And I love this program because they learn basic first aid, rescue skills. They learn life and business skills. They learn child psychology, behavior management. It's just a really great program. And so if you know anybody, really it's kind of geared toward 5th through 10th or so grades, but it's very flexible with ages. And if you know anybody, please send them our way. We do generally charge a fee for this class, but we will scholarship anybody who cannot afford it. So we really just want to get this program out into the community and aren't worried about making money from it. So just make sure if you have anybody that would benefit from that, just send them our way. The second thing I have on there is our upcoming Freedom from Smoking classes. So we will be starting those in February. Everyone's New Year's resolution is always to cut back on their nicotine consumption. And so we try to do a class towards the beginning of the year every year. And so those classes are coming up. Again, they are totally free. We provide lunch and a workbook, and it's a 7-week class at the library. So if you know anybody that is interested in quitting, or it can be any kind of nicotine. I know it says smoking, but it's a great program for anybody that's struggling with nicotine addiction. So those, please send folks our way for those as well. And then the last thing I have on there, every year our funders at the state of Tennessee ask us to do a survey about our coalition members. And so as y'all know, the Carter County Collaborative serves as a collaborative meeting of that came from 3 different kind of organizations: the Health Council, Community Advisory Board, and Carter County Drug Prevention. And so we feel like all of you all are coalition members because you're members of the CCC. And so we would love your input on our coalition and things that are going well and things that we could do better. So I'm going to put that link in the chat as well. It's also on the agenda for you if you have a chance to take that survey and kind of share feedback on how we're doing. So appreciate anybody that can take time and do that. All right, last call. Anybody else have anything coming up they want to share before we move into our speakers? Okay. Well, we will go ahead and move into our sharing session. As most of y'all know, we like to highlight at least one or maybe a couple of our partners at each meeting so y'all can learn more about their programs and what they have to offer. We are making our schedule for this year right now. So if you would like to be a speaker, please let me know and we can get you on the schedule. But today we have two awesome folks that are going to share with us. So our first one is Tia Hughes with Bridge to Shore Recovery. So we'll turn it over to Tia.
Hi, everybody. So I'm Tia. I'm the executive director of Bridge to Shore Recovery, and I just kind of wanted to invite everyone. So we're having an open house. Super excited about it. We are the first 12-step focused women's sober living home in Carter County. So I'm very, very excited. I put the flyer in the chat and I'm going to re-put it in there right now. Well, maybe if my computer will work. But anyway, so I also wanted to ask too, so kind of give you everybody updates of what we're doing. So the house holds 6 women, and we have a 7th emergency bed for any woman who is needing to go to treatment. So kind of what that looks like is if we get a phone call and there's, hey, I'm trying to get into treatment, but I don't have a safe place to go. So we will go pick up that woman and we will bring her to the home and let her take a shower and kind of let her get herself together and then help proceed to get her into treatment within the next 24 to 48 hours. We also have officially been to Tennessee Department of Corrections approved. So we can house women who are coming straight out of prison or jail and things like that. And so we're able to get into Carter County Jail to do some interviewing. And so we're really working to try to connect with other jails in that area. So one thing that Bridge kind of needs right now is we offer classes for women on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. And so the way this looks is, so we partner with Carter County Drug Prevention brings in class, the Human Trafficking Coalition brings in a class that the girls absolutely love both of those. We have Alcoholics Anonymous, Drug Addicts Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous comes in, probably for Elizabethton Library does some things with the girls. And so the goal for Bridge to Shore is to really bring those needs that the clients to them as much as possible. And so right now I'm looking for things like cooking and healthy eating habits. So if you know of anyone or if your organization focuses on things like that, well, I would love to have you all come in and kind of talk to the girls. And it's a once a month thing. So with that, I just really hope to see everybody at the open house. We will serve light refreshments. Parking is a little iffy, if I'm being completely honest, but we are going to get it figured out. The neighbors, we have really good relationships with them. So that flyer is in the chat and I hope to see you all there. Thank you for your time.
Any questions about Bridge to Shore Recovery before we move on? Okay. Tia's information is in the chat. And so if y'all have questions for her, feel free to reach out there or show up next week and come see the Bridge House. So now I'm going to ask our second speaker to share a little bit. We have Brittany Shell, who's the executive director of the Elizabethton Senior Center, and she's going to share about some programs that she's got going on. So we'll turn it over to you.
Hi, thank you for giving me a chance to speak today. I'm Brittany. I wanted to get on here. We have started back up a program that we had prior to the COVID pandemic, grandparents raising grandchildren. And it's very similar to Coffee and Conversation in Johnson City. They have something at the Kingsport Senior Center, but now we have it in Carter County. And I'm really trying to spread the word to get, grandparents involved, to let them know that this program exists. And I've had a lot of really great help from the library here, UT Extension Office, Area Agency on Aging. We've kind of come together to just be a support system and resources for the grandparents. And if any of the agencies on here want to be a speaker or would like to start attending the meetings, or you work with children who have grandparents that are raising them, you can always contact us. I will make sure that Jillian has my contact information, but we really want the group to focus on helping grandparents with technology, navigating all the technology that we have with all the different school systems, because we're working with both the city and the county schools, and the school systems are being very helpful with this, addressing, connecting them with resources that can help them locate behavioral health services, disability services. A lot of these grandparents are having financial issues. Just the first couple of meetings that we had, I think we realized that we're going to need people coming in to help with, to educate and to help fill out applications for food stamps or electricity assistance or navigating their Social Security that they're getting. And we're going to assist them with actually applying for these things if they need that. We're going to try to connect them to other grand families who are going through very similar situations. And we're actually Area Agency is working on a toolkit that kind of gives you just some basic instructions for navigating legal issues. A lot of grandparents might not have, legal custody. So there are some legal issues and other navigating any kind of medical issues. So we want to try to be not only a support system where they can come and share their experience, but make sure the resources are actually there. Because a lot of the grandparents don't know that these resources exist. We are going to have the meetings. We took a break in December, but we are going to have them. The next meeting is here at the Senior Center in Elizabethton, and it's at 10 a.m. on January 31st. We're going to try to have the meetings on the last Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m. I'm trying to navigate Microsoft Teams to make it available. So if somebody wants to do it via Teams, I'm kind of struggling with that, but I do want that to be a thing for anybody to do if they want to, if they can't come in person to attend that. But I will make sure that Jillian has all the information on the timeframes to come. And all right, so I think that concludes it. It was pretty short. Does anybody have any questions?
Brittany, I don't want to totally put you on the spot, but I would love for you to share just a little bit more about the Senior Center. I am so impressed just with the way that, even on social media, all of the amazing things that y'all do for our community. And so if anybody is not aware of the Senior Center and kind of some of the things you do, would you give them just like a quick recap
Sure.
of who y'all are and all the good stuff you're doing?
Yeah. So I'm relatively new. I've been here right at a year, and I took Kathy Dula's place. She was a director here. She worked here for 34 years. She started out as the bookkeeper. So I have big shoes to fill, but the Senior Center has actually been in the Carter County community for 55 years. This coming October will be our 55th anniversary of the Senior Center being here. A lot of people don't even know that we're here, but we work with individuals who are 55 and over. If we have membership fees, $15 if you're 60 and over, 30 if you're 55 and between 59. but we have a fitness room. We have a billiards room. We have a library, internet access. We partner with the yoga farm to offer yoga classes. We have line dancing. We do aerobics. There's balance and toning classes here. With the most you'll pay for yoga is $3. They give you a very discounted rate. And along with that, we really try to be a hub of resource connection for seniors. We offer them transportation. We partner with First Tennessee Human Resource Agency for transportation to and from the center for free. And they also get Walmart trips every Tuesday that they can go and, get groceries. And in Carter County, transportation is one of the biggest barriers here. So that gives them, time to maybe get groceries for that week. We also partner with First Tennessee Human Resource Agency for meals. We have congregate meals, which are served here at the center. And we have meals that go out within the city of Elizabethton and, Hampton, Stony Creek, the more rural areas. And I would say we have right at 500 or more meals coming out of the center or being ate here every week. So that's a lot of food. And it's a great partnership that we have with First Tennessee Human Resource Agency. And we are so happy to do that. And during the pandemic, this is before I took the position, they never stopped serving the meals. They come in, even though everything was shut down, they still come in to make sure those meals went out. We work with a very, almost I would say 28% of Carter County makes up senior citizens, or senior centers. Senior citizens make up almost 30% of Carter County. And I think almost 12% of those individuals live in poverty. So it's a very high percentage of seniors that don't have access to food, have trouble paying their utilities. So we are actually, if anybody comes in needing help with any kind of application, needing resource connection, we are a small center, so we really get involved in trying to help them. The previous director actually helped people find apartments if they needed them. Housing is kind of an issue for seniors more than you would think it is. But we just are here to make sure seniors are safe, healthy, and happy in the community, that they're thriving. So we're a hub for our senior citizens, and we've been a hub for 55 years. So.
Thank you so much, Brittany. Any questions for her before we move on? Okay, thanks so much, Brittany, for being here. I wanted to give one last call for any events, activities, or programs that want to share before we go into our committees. So if you have thought of anything or have just joined us, feel free to share anything you've got going on now. Okay, well, we will go ahead and work in our committees. So we're going to do this just a little bit differently today. We're going to try something new. Normally what we do is we get into our committee groups, and then at the end of the meeting, we all come back together and kind of share what each committee is working on. We found that every committee kind of needs a different amount of time to work on their projects. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to have each of our committee chairs share first before we get into our committee groups, just a little bit about what they're working on. And then we will break into our committee groups. And when your committee is finished meeting, you are free to go. So I'm going to ask if Tia with Committee A will share just a few minutes about what her committee is and anything that they are working on.
So Committee A is the substance use disorder committee. And so we're really focusing on recovery in the committee and how we can basically support the recovery community. So today we're going to kind of look over the strategic plan that's changed a little bit and kind of discuss some of that. And we're also still kind of in the works of putting together something for the faith-based community in this area, to where we're kind of teaching them about Narcan and fentanyl test strips and what exactly that looks like in the community. So that's what we'll be doing today.
Thank you. Committee B is our Action and Awareness Committee, and they actually will not be meeting today. Brittany wasn't able to join us, and so that committee will not be meeting. But for anybody who's new or just curious, that committee really focuses on making sure everyone's aware of resources, needs, barriers in the community, and kind of ways to decrease those barriers and to get resources out to the community. So they, again, will not meet today, but normally Committee B, that's kind of what they focus on. So Committee C, Emily, will you share with us kind of what y'all do and anything you're working on right now?
Yeah, we're the Community Assessment Committee. Sometimes the Data and Awareness Committee is what the name that was thrown around too. But we are this year going to focus on the first steps for our community health assessment with the Northeast Regional Health Department. But just like with the other committees today, we've just met as an executive group and re-looked at our strategic plan for this year. So we're going to kind of look at the changes we're making in our strategic plan and focus on our goals for this coming year, and kind of just talking through that. So that's what we're going to do today.
Okay, does anybody have questions about that before we move into our breakout rooms? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and open the 2 breakout rooms now. And if you are not part of a breakout room or don't want to be part of one, that's totally fine. And you can go ahead and leave now, or you're welcome to join either room that you would like to join. So I'll open those. And if you're leaving us, we will see you next month.
Hey, Julian.
Yes.
I just wanted to tell you that I went to the Winter Wonderland that the 4-H did.
Yes.
And your boys are the most well-behaved out of anyone that was there. They were so nice. They helped with everything. And they were all
Thank you so much. I love that event every year. It's so special. I have my tobacco stick stars hanging in my living room now. So thank you for saying that. They're sweet babies. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I was helping with the cooking classes, and they attended both of the ones that we did. So they did really good.
Well, good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.